Today we are playing Spore, a game of evolution that hasn't seen the light of day since the 2010. For those unfamiliar, Spore is a childhood classic where you take a species from a single cell organism through tribal life and then eventually into space. So here we are, Spore's first stage, the cell stage, where evolution begins, or in my case, it goes horribly wrong from the start. As a carnivore, the main goal is simple: swim around, eat anything with smaller than me, and avoid being someone else's dinner. Which sounds easy, until you realise the food chain is just another word for you're probably going to die. Luckily, biology gives us an out. Time to find a mate. What better way to deal with the fact that you're being hunted than to breed? I could make something practical, something sleek, optimised for survival, or I could give it a huge ass and a million eyes. Because why not? Evolution isn't about survival of the fittest.
You sure about that?
Behold, the majestic result, a creature that is, scientifically speaking, a disaster. But at least it has a lot of eyes to see everything that's trying to eat, which means it's time to evolve again. This time with a bigger brain. That's right, my creature is getting smarter. Not smarter looking, but smarter in theory. Naturally, the first thing I'm adding is a leg. Just one. I reached my nest and it was soon time for food. Now with the taste of fresh meat, we kept just killing and killing and killing until everything was extinct. Eventually, we met our match. We ran away screaming until we got back to our nest, where we healed, and then we just ended up making love, so it was fun.
I like this.
Evolution was not kind to us. We developed some very interesting legs, but we hatched and we kept developing for the future. We continued to hunt our neighbours, but this time in packs. The more we hunted, the more that we evolved, and eventually we grew the bigger brain. We also developed some very interesting open bodybuilder type glutes. But with our latest evolution, it meant it was time to leave our home nest, but we were chased once again and we had to run for our fucking lives. Eventually we made our new home nest, and then we got to mating. Acquiring that new figure, that kind of Karen bitch slap, we were able to just run around and attack every other neighbouring nest. And then our demise, the Karen evolution had failed us. But we move on to Keith. Keith tried to tame the animals and even got one in a pen. But eventually we just got back to our primal ways of killing, murdering, and conquering the fellow villagers. We took some casualties and eventually had to retreat. We got ourselves some spears, and this time we went back to the pink village, and this time we were successful. We took down their main hut and we added their faces to our totem. We quickly had beef with the Cyan tribe, which we swiftly attacked and easily defeated, adding their Cyan head to our totem pole. The killing got easier, and eventually the Keiths started to tear their own tribe apart. Return of the superior race, the Karens! We were swift with our movements, attacking the neighbouring system before they could even get any resource. The city was easily taken, and our first taste of blood, we went on a rampage trying to do world domination. One by one, cities fell easily, and this is where I decided: is war really worth it? With threats from other cities coming in, I decided to set up a trade vehicle and establish our first trade route. It was too late. The world was already at war. Violence seems the easiest path to power. It's quick, efficient, decisive. Progress through diplomacy takes time, patience, and understanding. We made it to space, but at a cost, so we started to make a change. We strive for a better new society, with new vehicles and a new religion. This time we were going to take the world in a different angle. We conquered city after city. Eventually we had air power that did the same thing for us. But in the end, we just conquered the world all over again, just a different way. So this time we moved on to the space stage, where we discovered different planets, different ruins. We even eventually colonized a planet. And we found different species which we befriended and talked to. But honestly, space was boring. All we did was fight, make trade routes. We even made some allies, but it's just too big and there's not a lot to do. I'm not going to extend this video out to 10 minutes because I'm done with it. I just don't know what else to do. I don't need to grind out the space stage to feel like I've won. I've already done the most important thing. Made a bunch of absolutely ridiculous evolution and somehow survived it. But hey, maybe this isn't the end. Maybe I need to spice it up with some challenges next time. Like, could I create a creature with wings and no legs? Or an underwater species that never leaves the ocean? I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below if you want to see some more. And until next time, be happy.